Let's talk about Northwest screaming the part of Simba at the Hollywood Bowl. In her debut performance with cast, Jennifer Hudson sang at this, right? Cast members that returned. It was the 30th anniversary of The Lion King, and everybody was there, all the headliners. And again, Jennifer Hudson was there. And you had Kim and Kanye's child up screaming the role of Simba. And the argument that a lot of people say is, well, she's just 10 and she was nervous and okay, some people paid $3,000 to $4,000 for tickets for this show. And if I'm paying $3,000 to $4,000 for a ticket, I want the show to be finished. I don't want children up there who are nervous. I don't want children up there who are scared to perform, because let's just say this. Let's say she was scared and she was nervous. Then why is she up on the stage? Is this going to be another thing where she gets older and she's going to be, they made me get up on that stage to sing The Lion King, when there are child performers that have been groomed for that part since birth, that want to be up on that stage. And when people talk about kids being nervous, even like when you talk about Beyonce and Blue Ivy, well, at the first concert she was nervous and she was, this is a concert that I'm paying $1,500 for a ticket. I don't want to see nervous kids up on the stage. I want to see child performers that are excited to be up there, because there's a big difference between being nervous and being excited. And I can tell you from having a performing arts school that the kids who are performers, they are excited to get on stage. They're anxious for everybody to see and hear them. They're not, oh, I'm scared to get up there to sing. Those are kids who don't need to be up on the stage, because those are the ones that grow up and say, my parents made me get up on the stage. And I can guarantee y'all, I guarantee you, 10 years from now, she's going to have a whole book out about how her parents made her get up there and sing Simba. And there are kids that were auditioning for it all over the country wanting to sing it. Now, it was an insult to have that child up there. You know, it was an insult. It was an insult to all the performers that are there and all child actors that have ever sang that role. And to have the original Simba get up and introduce her to try to, I guess, cut down on any of the boos. To have him to get up and say, well, you know, I played the role when I was 12. Yeah, but you can still sing it because we want to hear how you sound now. I would have loved for him to sing it. Here's what they should have done. They should have had him to sing and had all of the children that play Simba or who have played Simba in the major productions on Broadway and around the world to come and join him, including the young new cast members to come that are playing that role to come and perform it. But to have that little girl walking on stage doing her hands, like, this is the typical sign of a kid who doesn't have any type of training. And they can afford to put her in a performing arts school. They're in Los Angeles. They could put her in Debbie Allen Dance Academy. That's the best academy that there is. And she's right there. But I'm sure she's too spoiled to go. And this is her acting, is to do this. And can't even walk to the beat of the music. You could tell she'd never had a dance class in her life, or at least one where she was instructed to listen to the instructor instead of her parents coming in and saying she can do whatever she wants to do. So, yeah, it definitely is nepotism. And my guys sitting here listening to me go off. And do you have any thoughts on this?
It ain't nothing but privilege. I mean, everybody takes this big old huge stance. Well, that ain't nothing but white privilege. Why do white folks get to do whatever they want to? And then we'll sit here and let black actors and performers, oh, well, you know, she deserves to be up there. She was just nervous. Nervous? What nervous got to do with it? I mean, this is a major performance. You know, this is not some school play. There are professionals. These children that do these performances are professionals. They don't just get to go on the biggest show in the world and perform because their name is Northwest. You know, that's just privilege. It's no difference than when we talk about white privilege, than when we let these celebrities throw their untalented, undeserving kids up there, while kids that have been working for a lifetime for a certain role get pushed back, get pushed by. You know, if we want to have a world to where things are fair, we got to stop accepting stuff that ain't fair, and then stop making excuses for people that already got everything.
Already got everything. She's got a TikTok with millions of people that watch it. And the little boy that you guys can look on my page to see that auditioned for the role, he wasn't up on the stage, but she was up on the stage. But I'm going to tell you another thing, that this little, like the Kardashians, I feel like that they're trying to build like a little harem where they can get whatever black woman's magic is or whatever it is out of it by having all these little black gals. And I'm going to tell you something. They're going to be in for a rude awakening, because even though they are Kardashians and and Kanye West kids, they still are black girls. They're going to be black women whenever they grow up. And they're going to be in for a rude awakening. And I think that they're raising her in a way that's just so unrealistic, where she can be rude to her mama and talk about what she doesn't like and insult people and throw all of this shade. But I'm going to tell you, first of all, being untalented and having the face of the original Kardashians, the real face, and the chin of her father, there's no way that she's going to be able to go through life being able to insult and put people down and expect no one to say anything about it. Now, let's go to that part where everybody's like, well, y'all talking about a 10-year-old kid. But she is online every day, that little girl, putting down her mama, putting down everybody. They say she's going to be the Joan Rivers. And that she, people laugh about how she puts down people and talks about people's clothes and things like that. But she can dish it out. And it's okay for a 10-year-old girl to dish it out. But if we talk about her parents and her lack of talent, then we're going to just ruin her life. And it's just going to be, first of all, she's 10 years old. She ain't got no business on the internet. And she had no business, absolutely no business, being up on that stage with those professional performers. It is a slap in the face and an insult to everyone who's ever even taken a dance class at the Suzy Q dance school, because you can tell she's never stepped into a dance school, a performing school, had not had one voice lesson ever in her life. And it's an absolute insult to the parents that are scraping their money together to get their children trained so that they can go be on a major stage, and they just chunked her up there on the stage.
Well, what's her mama's talent? Her mama's talent is being that word that starts with the H and ends with the or. So if she's being trained by her mama to do what her mama does, she's doing just that. She don't have to have talent. She's going to H or her way through life.
Yeah, be able to make a living, not on her feet, but on her